As we all know, underground drilling is always involving confined spaces, so we're always dealing with environmental constraints. And one of the realities of mine planning is that mining engineers spend more time behind computers and less time underground these days. So for them to have a real understanding and grasp of the environments that the operators are drilling in every day, it's no longer the same. So we've tried to cater for that by adding some new ring design utilities where engineers can essentially apply constraints by defining the shape and dimensions of the rig and a number of parameters that essentially restrict the movements of the rig. It works really well and it's really neat because you get dynamic feedback as to where the rig is and how far it is from a sidewall or the roof. And yeah, it's just added a new layer of interactiveness, I guess, to that task that underground planners work on very typically. So.
They're going to have this quite clean, really no clutter user interface, and admittedly that people will have to learn where things went in order to keep using their workflows, but that's 2 or 3 times around and it becomes part of the new muscle memory, so that really isn't an issue. But it really is a significant change, and that's going to help people a lot, especially for people that don't have a history with mining, or don't have a history with mining software, I should say, that they won't be overwhelmed when they first turn on Micromine and stuff.
There's a new feature that goes with that, which the what do you want to do feature. You can, if you know roughly what you want to do, you can type that in up the top and it'll tell you and select the menu option that you want. So it's much easier to find something that could be buried 3 levels down. I guess the other really significant feature that I have to plug is our new stope optimizer. We've put a lot of work in, and we've had requests for a number of years to develop a means of long-term optimization of underground mines, and we've finally got a product that does that. It produces truly optimum results, and it does it in a way that's compatible with the way that everyone's done long-term planning for open pit mines. So anyone who's comfortable in the open pit environment will be able to migrate quite smoothly to the underground environment and do exactly the same methodology that they've practiced for the last 30 years.
Basically, we've done scheduling before, but I would say our mine scheduling capabilities, or our mine scheduler, is almost a new scheduler. It's so much better, so much more powerful. The amount of functionality that's now in the, I like to say, essentially new scheduler is it's massive. There's so many different things. You have capability to configure all sorts of constraints. There's a massive list of things that have been included in this new scheduler, so that's definitely worth mentioning. I guess one of the things that's great about Micromine is that the company's grown exponentially over the last couple of years, and so the thing that I've loved to see the most is that we've got a growing development team, and that's helped us a lot. So it's quite exciting times. The last 18 months has been really exciting because the company's grown and the team's grown, our capacity to develop's grown.
In fact, it's hard to keep up. The developers are turning out stuff so quickly now that we are forced to test a lot more new features than we ever did in terms of features per day. So we are really moving. We're in a way that we never have in the whole time I've been here. I don't think the pace of development has ever been as fast as it is now.